some people consider it to be close.
All right, we're an hour in. Holy crap. Your debate. Bring up your debate topic.
Yes, so my debate topic is, would you allow kids at your wedding?
What spawned this debate?
Um, my girlfriend, she doesn't want kids at our wedding, which I get because it is like the most special, one of the most special days you will ever have, and just having like a kid cry for any second of it just would kind of bomb it.
So the only see, I'm in support of this. But then there's also is she talking to you right now about it?
Yeah. So Dakota says you can hear me.
Kind of. You're a little quieter.
Dakota, what about now?
You're good.
Okay, Dakota has a friend who works and she sets up weddings as part of her job, and she says it happens all the time where kids just ruin a wedding.
Oh, children ruin almost everything. They ruin everything.
Hmm.
That doesn't mean they're bad. They're children. I probably ruined something at some point. You probably ruined something at some
I
point.
ruined my pants every night.
I ruined my bed sheets. um, the only problem I guess you run into is that there are some kids that you're like, nah, they're cool. Like
Yeah, but
they're
like,
cool.
yeah, but those are the ones like it's not gonna cry. Like it is a cool kid, but like
Yeah.
for
Well,
example,
that's
I have
kids. Kids, you have to define an age, I guess. You have to
yeah,
pick an age.
I would
I
say probably like anything under 6 years old.
anything. They're
Yeah,
just
it
they are
knows what
kids.
it
They're things.
identifies as.
They don't count. They don't. I don't even know why they're put in the census.
They slash them.
I don't even know why kids are put in the census. They don't even count as full humans yet.
Yeah, they don't pay
Um,
tax.
that's a clippable moment that's gonna get hated on Facebook. But I feel like 6 is a little too young, man. I gotta go. I gotta go. You gotta be double digits at
Really?
least. You
I
gotta
feel
be
like
10
you could
years
get some
old.
competent 8 or 9 year olds
Well, that's
because they won't
then
be
you then you
crying
then
at
you
that
keep
point.
doing that. Like, what if you have a competent 7-year old, like a competent
I
seven
mean,
year old
they're
can
just
be like an
still
8 or
gonna
9-year
be
old.
for anyone like above 5. It's gonna be a case by case basis for sure. But I think because at that age, you're in, for first to fifth grade, those kids are like, okay, they won't just cry randomly. They might have a miserable time because weddings aren't for kids,
Yeah,
but they'll just kind of cry in the corner to their mom. They won't cry out loud during the ceremony or something.
some of them will.
Yeah,
Some of them
some of
will.
them will.
I
So
would
just ban
rather.
them. The height
I would.
limit right at the door.
I think it's better. Like that's a really tough. I think it's more. The more of the debate is what age, because you should definitely ban children from your wedding. That's not even a debate. Everyone should ban children from their wedding. I think first there is the rules of like exceptions where it's like, well, my I want my brother to be there and he's 5 years old, but I want my brother to be there. And then somebody goes there and is like, I thought you didn't want 5 year olds. And it's like, well, that's my fucking brother. Like I
Yeah,
would understand that. But a lot of people wouldn't because people are crazy about their kids.
for
Insane.
real.
Um, and I'm not a parent. Confirmed not a parent. But I yeah, the debate is about what age
Like
that
I
children.
feel, I feel, I feel like I would feel like trash if I literally put on wedding invitations, no kids allowed. But
No,
then
I
I
wouldn't.
also
I'd be
think,
like, hell yeah, this is my fucking wedding, dude. I'm,
I also think like the parents should recognize this kid is a ticking time bomb any day. Why would I bring him to a wedding in the
well,
first
then
place?
then you just keep pushing. Let's put movies. Why are toddlers going to movies that aren't kids movies?
That's that is weird.
Why are they in? Why
Even
do
like even
you know
at
what?
church, like there's literally a thousand. Sunday school classes and programs for the kids, and there's still like a crying kid every week.
Hell nah. Sunday school, weird as hell, bro. They always got some guy. They always got some guy that has been saved. He comes up and he goes.
What
He
church?
had he gives like a little
Were you
presentation.
Catholic?
I wasn't cat. I was like Christian for a little while. Not religious. Also confirmed not religious. Me and God, we got our own relationship. Um, when I'm at the gates of heaven, I'm dapping God up. I'm not praying to him. I'm just dapping him up. I'm like, "What's up, man?" He's like,
And
"Hey, how you doing?"
he's gonna say, "Who are you?"
I've prayed a few times. I do pray. I pray every once in a while. I don't pray on the reg, but I pray. Um, but
Anywho,
usually they
uh,
find some guy and he like travels to all the churches.
ex pedophile.
Usually an ex pedophile, or he's like, you know, I used to go to so many parties and I did so many drugs and I drank so much and I had so much sex with these random girls, but then I found the light. I mean, listen, guys, I had so much fun having sex with these random girls and doing drugs at these parties. But then I found the Lord and now I go to bed at 8:30 and it's awesome. Okay? It's like, dude, that doesn't
It's
sound
crazy that you're not even entirely wrong because I've had a youth pastor exactly like that. I
I
haven't
mean,
had most of my Sunday school teachers were always women, so it wasn't, or like old ladies, so it wasn't weird. But I have had a youth pastor like that. It's just my
and they
life
always
was
try and
crazy.
I just remember I would go to the Sunday school and it was at one of those like bigger churches. It was it wasn't a Catholic, it was a Christian church.
Yeah,
And they had like, they played guitars and they did the whole weird, thing. And
whole concert.
again, like I hope people don't take this as offensive because I don't care I don't care what religion you are. I don't care what, whatever. Just not my thing. But they had a Sunday school place and it was like, they had a bunch of playgrounds and video games and it was actually really cool. And then they would like sound this alarm, like and I'm like, are we getting sent to the slaughterhouse? What the fuck is going on? And we walk into this sound, like into this stage, like basically like a sound stage.
Hmm.
And we all file in and like they would come in and this youth pastor guy would just come on. He's like, "What's up, kids?" Like basically the Steve Buscemi meme of like, "What's up, fellow children? What's up, fellow kids?" And he like has a guitar with him and he's like, "So let me talk to you about God," you know? And
Yeah, he's hyping y'all up.
like in those all those memes, he actually turned his chair around. Like he had a chair and he turned around and like sat, like backwards in his chair.
Yeah, like he's on your level
I
or
was like,
something.
"Oh my god, what is as like a 10-year-old?" I was like, "Oh my god." And then like they did these weird games like doing trivia about the Bible. I was like, "I don't read the Bible."
Just Bible trivia.
I
This
was like
weird game.
I
It's
was like,
just
well, not a
trivia.
weird. Well, they did other games too. It was
I
bizarre.
have had churches where they just do the really weird stuff and just
Yeah,
like eating challenges. Like I don't want to watch anyone do that. And why am I doing it on Sunday morning? Like
2 episodes ago.
yeah, but that was like once in a blue moon and on just like what
Yeah,
was it? Saturday or Sunday night or something? I think it was Sunday night.
we did it on a Sunday night.
Yeah. But then it's like Sunday morning. How many milkshakes can you down? And then like it's like
You're
what
like,
is
I'm in my church clothes.
for real?
And
Uh,
it's just like and then obviously they would do other, I guess, kind of normal kid stuff. Whenever adults plan things for kids, it's just not it's not right. It doesn't feel right, it feels forced. Anytime like an adult would plan a thing for a kid, like for like a large group of children, not for like your parents planning something for you, like that's
mhm.
normal. But like if they're planning it for like a large group and they're like trying to relate to the kids, it always felt forced.
Yeah. I think it's also like a problem of course, this I haven't. Some of these Sunday school problems are relatable, but not with every church I have been. But I do think it's also like the Sunday school teachers are like, oh, I felt a calling to do this, not necessarily that they're good at
Yeah,
riling up kids and stuff.
and actually making you interested.
Yeah, they're just people who wanted to do it, so they the church put them in
Oh
charge.
yeah, you felt a calling to do 1 day a week for an hour in the morning.
Hey, I mean, what's this? I feel called to do this podcast.
You don't know about how many hours I put in, okay?
Well, for me, it's 1 hour a week, once a week.
1 hour and 12 minutes a week.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. In the
Let's
Chaotically Intolerant Classic.
yeah, that's true. Let's get back, I guess, to the debate. I want to
The
get back to
debate.
the debate. Children in movies. You cannot bring a baby into a movie that is not for a baby. They
Yeah,
say, well, what the parents need. I sound like such an asshole right now, but they're like, the parents need to do stuff too. And I'm like, just get a babysitter
for
for like
real. Or
two
just
hours.
pirate the movie at home like everyone else does.
Yeah, well, the movie theater experience, to be honest. I get that.
Oh, so you can watch Ant-Man 5? Like, come on now. At this point, the best movies being made aren't even going to theaters
No, there's a lot of good movies coming out this year.
because it's if it doesn't have the Marvel label, it ain't being shown. Oh,
But
sorry. All 11 of our theaters are reserved for Ant-Man 5. And they're all going to be packed because these Marvel people are everywhere.
you said that like a
Anyway,
derogatory term.
it is.
These Marvel people. You sounded like a racist Southern man.
Yes.
Um, airplane children on airplanes is a big topic too, and I feel like that it's more on the airlines to do something about that.
I feel
I
like it's
feel
kind of
like
something that's inevitable.
I feel like no, I feel like what should happen is there should be. I mean, I don't know the logistics of this, but in a perfect world, there should be like family flights and then like non-family flights. So like if you're traveling like with your family and you have a bunch of kids, you should go on that family flight. And you can all be miserable together. But if you're just like, you're a business person, you're like college kids, you're whatever, you should be able to go on a different flight and maybe pay a little bit more or just have like a little bit more of an expensive plane for non-families so you don't have to deal with them. I know that sounds like segregation, but let's be
That's too
honest.
idealistic. I
I
feel
don't
like
want to
kids
have a
on
fucking
planes
screaming
aren't
baby
that
in my
bad.
ear.
I mean, I feel like the solution is to just add like a family room on a plane, just like a second bathroom that's twice the size and it's just a seat and it's super like sound suppressed.
Yeah, they could do that.
But then that would also invite all sorts of shenanigans. It's
A sound
absolutely quiet.
a private
Soundproof,
soundproof
soundproof,
room?
meant for families.
A private soundproof room for making families?
So there's basically no solution. That's what we found out.
Just ban babies from
Babies must stay in the state that they were born forever until they're a
being
competent age.
ban babies just from being outside the house until they're probably 5 years old. Then they can
They
go work
ruin
in the coal
everything.
mines.
Chaotically intolerant is at war with babies.
Children crave um manual labor. They buy that, like, people buy like kitchen sets, they buy like dump trucks for their kids. They crave
It's true.
manual labor. Let's start putting them to work. Help this economy.
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. All right. You know how many kids play these little like simulator games? Fast food simulator, fucking lawn mowing
Papa's
simulator,
Pizzeria.
pizza simulator. What's that thing called again? Pizzagate. It's Pizzagate is actually they just have kids working cooking pizza.
At Chuck E. Cheese's. Underground Chuck E. Cheese. They make all the pizza.
um, but yeah, I think no kids at your wedding is that's a perfectly understandable thing.
Yeah.
Like they just cry out loud. They think it's socially acceptable to just start screaming.
Hmm.
If I did that, I'd be shot. I'd love to be a baby though. That would be kind of sick. The only downside is pooping your pants, which isn't even a downside. You don't got to get up.
Yeah, and you're wearing a diaper, so
Yeah, we're babies for too damn short. We
well
need to be
once
babies for a
once
little
we hit
longer.
like 85, 90 years old, we just return to babyism.
But you're not like loved like a baby is, you know?
That's
Which is
true.
sad. It is sad. Like
Well,
people
that's
like
why you gotta
banish
spend that middle part finding people who love you enough to treat you like a baby again.
a lot of people banish their elderly because they're too hard to take care of, but they have a baby and they're like, "Oh, look at this cute little baby. It poops itself. Oh, it farted. It drools
But when
everywhere."
grandpa poops himself, he's disgusting and repulsive. Baby versus elderly fight.
Tier rank baby versus elderly. Baby's gonna get S tier ever. I think a lot of people would rank baby S tier. Babies are not S tier. They're S tier if you don't have a baby. Babies are sick when you don't have a baby. Like I love babies. They're adorable when I don't have a baby. But if I had a baby, waking me up at 3 a.m., bro, I would hate I would hate babies. I would love my child, but I would hate babies.
I love my child. I just hate its baby form.
I hate everything it does. I love my kid. I'm gonna make it into a mini me, but good lord, I hate that baby. You gotta feed him, bro. Just fend for yourself. I don't.